the headline is that Trump's media company, DJT, is launching its own EFTs. Let's put this. This is what
ETFs.
you sent me. This is from Jacob King. Trump's media company is now launching its own EFTs. This follows the promotion of their Trump and Melania meme coins, which rugged investors, obviously, along with, you guys remember that, along with the World Liberty Crypto Project scam, they also pushed their overpriced NFTs, further capitalizing on the hype without delivering any real value. Whether you love or hate Donald Trump, there is no denying the crypto ventures he and likely his family, team, or business partners has launched are designed purely to extract wealth from naive investors. It's a terrible look, and it will end in disaster for anyone involved in these ventures. I strongly advise avoiding any financial advice or projects linked to Trump or related branding. Jay Scott, what is going on here? Why does he think he can get away with it? I guess there's enough people that will fall for this. Is that what's going on here?
Well, yeah, this is what he's done most of his life, right? Like, like this is who he is. Like, and I know a lot of people might say this is Trump derangement syndrome, but if you actually look at what happened in Trump University, like it was a scam. Like he is an actual scam artist, man. Like he told people that he was going to turn them all into real estate moguls and he was going to turn up to class and teach them himself. And he was going to make everybody involved in the program rich. He never showed up to a single class, man. Like, and he charged them an exorbitant amount of money to teach them nothing. Like, this is who the man is. And this is why, if you like, it is important to look at how someone has spent their life and what they've spent their time doing. So that isn't the most important thing about Trump, but it is a key part. And this person who you just pulled up a quote from, Jacob King, he's not a liberal. He actually supported Donald Trump over, Kamala Harris. So it's not like he suffers from Trump derangement syndrome. He thinks that Trump is far better, than the alternative, but he's giving his honest opinion that this is yet another scam, like from Donald Trump. And for those who don't know, an exchange traded fund is supposed to be a financial instrument that allows investors to invest in commodities. So this should be something like oil, something like gold, something which has like tangible value. Like, and the truth about it is Trump's projects are what's called meme coins. It's literally gambling. That's all it is. So and what the reason why this is so crazy is because ETFs allow institutions to actually put money like into these financial products, right? Because if a bank wants to invest in gold or invest in oil, they don't buy like the actual gold most of the time or the actual oil. They invest in an ETF about it. So what they're essentially doing is they're taking gambling and they're increasing it to a scale that can be absolutely devastating like for the economy. And like that's assuming like it could get up that high. Maybe some of these conservative organizations trust Trump that much that they want to go in and put money into this, but the victims are more than likely going to be mostly people in his base because they're the ones who will be interested in this. Like, I don't think most Democrats are going to go out there and buy Trump's meme coin, right? But if you have a conservative organization that really believes in Trump, maybe they might put money into it. So this seems like a way to potentially bankrupt some of the people and some of the organizations that really do believe in him. So it's one of the most dishonest things you can do because stealing in general is terrible and dishonest and bad. But stealing from people who literally worship you in a lot of cases and look up to you has an even higher level of evil like to it, in my opinion. And that's what he's doing, man. Like all it like, and for those who don't know, if you didn't hear what happened with the Trump coin and the Melania coin,
Yeah.
Like it was what's called a pump and dump. Like he held the coins, waited for everybody to buy into it, and then after the price shot up because everyone bought into it, him and all his people sold it. And then the price crashed. So they cashed out. Everyone else got left holding the bag and got stuck with a worthless piece of shit because that's all it is. Like, and the difference between Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in these is there are use cases for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is what's called a reserve asset, to a lot of people. So it's something that, keeps its value over time because it's the safest crypto. It has the largest cap, and it provides a lot of benefits. Ethereum, that has smart contracts, which allows you to automate certain things and decentralize, other things. So there are different benefits to other cryptos. These meme coins have zero benefit. It's no different from gambling. And it's actually worse because at least in gambling, people somewhat understand the rules a little bit and they're aware that they're gambling most of the time. And most people really don't understand crypto. And like they think, well, Bitcoin went up, so maybe Trump coin can beat Bitcoin. So if I just put my money in Trump coin, maybe that's going to do better. So they don't really understand it the way someone who's playing blackjack can read the rules and understand how that works. So in my opinion, it's worse than gambling.
Yeah, I always had a bad hunch, bad feeling about this. I do appreciate, and I'll say the fact that when you found the story, we saw it. Like I was like, yeah, this guy seems like he is a guy who voted for Trump. He's giving a rational take on it. I haven't even seen the left even curious about this at all. You think that they would maybe look into it, but it just there's so many other things for them to be fear baited on right now. It kind of probably slipped through the cracks on them. But again, what you point out, which is good, is that you got to warn people that that are excited about this guy. Warn them not to fall for this. Okay, like you got ego cannot be the thing that you stand behind. Like, oh, he can do no wrong. No, he's a businessman. In fact, he represents the epitome of what our this American exceptionalism, this idea that he's this horrible
Extract
extreme
wealth.
person. He is the thing that we produce. That's the thing. The guy that's the guy who got on that stage way back in 2015. I'll full circle back to there because here's a moment where he said the whole system is corrupt. The whole system is corrupt, and Hillary plays the system, and everybody up on the stage plays the system. And the moderator is like, "You can't say that, Trump. You have no proof. How are you making those accusations?" And he goes, "I know because I also am a benefit of this rigged system." And
he invested in Hillary. He was one of Hillary's investors. So he got his return on his investment. So he knows how it works. So, and that's my biggest problem with Trump. Like, my guy, you spent your whole life benefiting from this system. Why would I believe that you truly want to disrupt this system? Like,
he doesn't. He's saying make America great again. He wants it going back to the thing, the whole American exceptionalism, the whole turn your nothing to see behind the curtain. No, there's no such thing as Western imperialism. F that. We're right back to where the feel good moment, the feel good that America is the greatest. That's always been the thing. So that if you voted for that, that's the thing you voted for. So you voted for these scams because America is built on scams, right? Everything's a scam. He was sometimes he's good at it, sometimes he's horrible at it. But that again, that's the American experience of the venture capitalist or the entrepreneur or the quote unquote philanthropist maneuvering around, screwing people over. Why are people so angry about this guy being president when it's like, hey, that's the face of that's the thing. That's the thing. So you vote for the thing that represents us. There you go. I mean, that's so I appreciate hey guys, don't fall for this. All right. And it's coming from somebody who voted for him. And that's good. And we like to see that pushback. Yeah.
Yeah. And what I want people to realize is it's not about going through his past to libel him. It's to help you understand what drives him and who he is as a person. And if you can see this person's past has always been about himself And if he ever helps people, it's just like a one-off thing, that, helps him to an extent too, or he might help individual people. But if you look at what he invests his time into, I think that really tells you a lot about a person. And before Trump ran for president, you can't really point to any cause that he championed and truly fought for. You can't really point to anything he's done. What you can point to is a long history with Jeffrey Epstein, the deep state, with Hillary Clinton, and someone who voted Democrat all of his life, and then all of a sudden, when it became time to run for president, decided to run as a Republican, and said a lot of the right things, knew how to read a crowd, but never really lived up to it. So follow the money and look at people's past. And even that isn't foolproof, because Bernie's past looked great. Bernie's past looked great, but then they got to him, man. So, they hit him with that pressure. Probably they get to people in different ways, but, Bernie's wife, apparently could have been caught up, or potentially caught up in a scandal. Kennedy, his dog died. Go look it up, Matt. His dog died the exact same day that he endorsed Trump. And if you were to ask me what I think that means, I think that's a reminder. Oh, we still will do it. We still will do it. We will give you a little bit of power, but if you get out of line, don't get it twisted. We'll still do it.
Jay Scott, thanks again for coming on today. Great conversation with you. Tell people where they can find you. And
hit me up on X. That's the best place to find me, at JS Ascension. I'm also on Instagram, at 649 Royalty or J Scott Ascension. But Twitter is the best place to find me. So got some good music coming soon for you guys. So make sure you follow me on there to stay up to date. I'll catch you later, Matt. Take it easy, man.
Take care, Jay. We'll see you next time.